Hey everyone, it's Melody. I thought I would pop in and do a face-to-face because I need to update you on what has been going on as well as a couple things that you are going to be seeing. So first I want to give you the update and then I'm going to do a haul and then I'm also going to share with you all of the items that I've used up. I have quite a pile of items that I've used up over the last month or two that I just haven't gotten a chance to share with you. So first an update. We are in my craft room, as you can see, and you do see some of my mess, but you don't see all of my mess. I have been doing a lot of different things. Just a lot has been going on. If you have been with me for a while, I've been absent for about a little over a month right now, and I did a couple update videos, but they were a little bit sporadic, probably over the last 3 months, just because I've had a lot of life changes. So the first thing, if you didn't know, I was laid off from my job, and I worked at the same company for 15 years, and I'm 34, so that's a huge chunk, or basically all of my adult life. So it was a huge change whenever I got laid off. But what it did is it gave me the opportunity to kind of figure out what I want to do and really focus on me instead of them, pretty much. And so I got the opportunity to kind of figure it out. It took me a while though. And I'll tell you what I'm doing now because I'm working full-time from home for myself. Part of it is crafty stuff. So I've had an Etsy shop longer than I've actually had a YouTube channel. So I've been on Etsy for a really long time and I've had my shop and I have had lots and lots of sales over the years, but now I'm really doing it pretty much like part-time, and then I have another thing I'm doing part-time, so basically it's full-time. But the difference is I love it and I'm working from home for myself, so I can control how much I work or how little I work, and I just really get to control a lot of it. So I'm taking more control over my life and what I'm doing versus somebody else telling me what to do or telling me how to be. So anyways, so my crafty stuff is part of it. And then the other thing that I'm doing is I'm actually teaching English online to students in China, which I really enjoy. I did not think I would like it as much as I do, but I really, really like it. So if anybody's interested in learning more about that, I'll share that with you, but just want to kind of tell you what I'm doing. So what that means for me is a huge schedule change. So not only am I happier, of course, but it changes my schedule. So I wake up and my classroom is right there. You just can't see it. It's where my sewing stuff was. I kind of changed a little bit of my craft room, but in a way that works, and I can still sew and do all of my crafty stuff, but it's all in the same room together. So I wake up about 4 o'clock every morning, and I'm in North Carolina, so it's Eastern Standard Time Zone. I wake up about 4 o'clock every morning and I teach online from about 5 to like 7:30-ish, depending on the day. And then on the weekends, I usually teach in the evenings, which is they're 13 hours ahead of us here in my time zone. So when it's our night, it's their day. So on the weekends, in the evenings, I teach there because that's their weekend day. But primarily I teach in the mornings, and then the rest of the day I then take Kaylin to school, make breakfast for him and all of that, and I take him to school, and then I come home. And from that point on, then I'm working on my Etsy shop, and I pretty much do that until I pick him up from school, which I pick him up at 3, and then the rest of the day is just family. I cook, I help him with his homework, we play games, we watch movies, we go out, we walk, whatever. But that's kind of my schedule from this point on. I don't work in the evenings Monday through Friday. The only time I work at the evenings is, like I said, sometimes on the weekends when I'm teaching English. But again, that's still from home, and I could do that however I want. Can pick up more or take off less. With that being said, I've been traveling a lot. We are actually getting ready to go to Missouri for a wedding. And it is snowing there, by the way. If you're in Missouri or anywhere else that snows a lot, I can't even comprehend because I have family that lives there and they said they had 3 feet of snow. And I just can't comprehend that. That just don't work in my brain because we don't even get a foot of snow here in North Carolina where I live. So it just is kind of crazy to me. But it's given me the opportunity to really do more and do everything that I want to do. I'm really, truly not doing anything else except for stuff I want to do. So it's been such a change for me, and it's been wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. I probably wouldn't have done it though unless I was pushed, because I'm really not much of a risk taker, and this was a huge risk. But because I was laid off, it gave me that push. So with that being said, I'm 800 times happier than I ever was before. Not that I was sad before, but it's just a huge change. with that being said, I have been incredibly busy, which is why you haven't seen me much on YouTube. Now, I have been doing layouts. I think I have 8 layouts that I have filmed and kind of prepped for you, but they're not edited to the point where I can post them yet. But I have layouts that I've worked on. I just haven't had the opportunity to post it. So now that I have really figured out my schedule and done all my training and everything for the teaching stuff that I'm doing and got a great schedule there and am used to the time of waking up at 4 o'clock now and still being able to function throughout the day, not having to take a nap. Finally got to that point. That took a while. Now I can really start working on YouTube and sharing things again because I love that. That is one of my favorite things to do. So I've got a list of things that I'm going to share with you. So I've told you about my work change. I've told you about my schedule change. I've told you about finally getting to do what I want to do. Told you about my Etsy stuff. Told you about my recording. Also, I have updated my lighting. If you can't tell, you can tell when I look up. I have a ring light and you can see the reflection on my glasses. I'm trying to kind of keep my eyes a little bit down so you don't get that reflection quite so much. Still working on using this, but I use this for my classes. So I think it's going to actually make a big difference on my lighting for my layouts as well. I don't think my lighting was awful, but it wasn't as consistent from video to video. So hopefully this will help that as well. And I love this ring light, by the way. Also Patreon. For right now, I have cut Patreon off. I had a vision of what I wanted it to be and it did not work out that way. It ended up being too difficult for me to keep up with, and I can't commit to something. If I can't keep up with it, I can't commit that to you guys. So I've cut it off for the moment. I have an idea of kind of what I want to do in the future, and I really wanted to teach classes, but I'm not 100% sure that's my like forte when it comes to scrapbooking. I just enjoy the process so much and not so much the technical part of it. I think my process videos might be enough of the teaching aspect. Maybe I'll do clinics and things on my YouTube and just keep it there. But I do have printables that I'm starting to create for myself. So I thought about sharing that on Patreon and just making it like a $2 a month or something like that. I'll have to check out the fees and all that to see if it's even worth doing that, or just putting it on my Etsy shop. But I do want to start sharing my printables because I create things like that for myself all the time. And so, you know, if it was just $2 a month, it could be something that would be affordable, but you would get something out of, and I wouldn't have necessarily have to come up with all this class material and things like that. So anyways, that's more of like the technical background of things, but I wanted to touch on that because that is definitely something that I just cut off for the moment. So I have finally sat down and took the time to make a list of things that I want to complete that I haven't completed yet. And what made me do this was one day Kaylin was in here and he was looking at all my scrapbook albums right here and said, "Where's 2010? Because that's when he was born, and there's not one for 2010 because I didn't start scrapbooking until 2013 and he was 2 that year. So, because his birthday's in December, he's getting ready to turn 8 this weekend. But well, he was like, "Oh, where am I?" Basically was his reaction. And I was thinking, well, you're over here in an album that is empty that I purchased to do your baby album in and never did. So that's a project that's on my list that I really need to do. So I'm starting to print photos for that. I've already gathered material. I've been gathering supplies for quite some time. So I already have supplies. It's the photos and the stories that I don't have down. So I'm starting that, which is a huge deal. That has been on my list since 2013 when I started scrapbooking, when I said I should go back and do that because I wasn't scrapbooking whenever he was born. So obviously I didn't have that. The next thing is the photo books. So can you see, yeah, you see that pile right there on the floor? That's actually the only pile on the floor. So I'm quite proud of that because before it was a mountain of stuff, but I've gotten down to that. That is all of Kaylin's 3rd year of preschool, kindergarten, and 1st grade stuff. And if you remember a while ago, I shared making photo books with Kaylin's preschool artwork. He was in preschool for 3 years, and I've done the first 2 years, but the rest of it's there with kindergarten and 1st grade. So I need to do the photo book, definitely for the 3rd year of preschool. I need to look at 1st grade and kindergarten to see how much is art and how much is like worksheets. Because if it's worksheets, I'm not going to do a photo album of that. I will just take samples of that and include that in my scrapbook album. So that's a project that I have on my list. I have a list. My traveler's notebook, that is a project I have actually started and I'm sharing with you, so I'm proud of that. But that's on my list because it's not complete yet. I also have an early years album that is not labeled, but it's down here on the bottom. And that's of my childhood. And then Ernest's parents, I don't have any photos of him as a child, but his dad was telling me the other day that he wants me to come down and look through the photos that they have at their house, and he wants me to go ahead and take some because he's afraid that they're going to get damaged or lost or just shuffled around. And so I want those, and I've told him I want those. So I'm gonna go do that, go down and get those, and then start kind of incorporating early years albums for both of us. Kaylin's an only child, so those types of things I think are important for him, and his grandparents aren't going to be around forever. He's already lost one grandparent, so my dad a couple years ago. So, you know, having the stories of him whenever he was a kid and things like that are things that I want in albums that Kaylin can look at later. Now, I'm going to have 80 million albums. This is already a fact, but he can look through them if he wants to, and he does like to look through the albums. I also created like a gallery wall, which I don't think I've shared with you guys. I may have, I may not have, I don't remember. But I have a gallery wall here, and I have a whole bunch of different photos up there. Or layouts up there. Funny enough, 3 of the 4 layouts are from when I was a kid. Yeah, 3 of them are from when I was a kid. So actually I've already started doing layouts for those. I just don't have albums for it. And then the other like scrappy project I have is scrapbook albums. I have, can you see these? These are layout page protectors that are like in little binder clips because I don't have albums to put them in. I've got them separated in order and all that, but I don't have albums to put them in. I think I have about 5 albums worth that I need to buy albums for and put them together and label them and things like that. So that's on my list. I know I'm missing other things. Can't remember what they are right now. But I'm going to create, I have this list and I'm just going to keep adding to it. And I'm just going to go like project by project by project. Now that I finally have the time and I have the energy and these are things I can share with you guys. I am making this list and I am working my way through it. The other thing that I am working on, and you won't really see these projects, but you'll hear about them because that's what I take pictures of, are household projects. So we moved into our house almost exactly a year ago. December 7th will be a year ago. And we are still decorating our house. Basically, we moved in on like a Saturday and Sunday, and I went to work the next day. And so did Ernest. So we unpacked everything. We don't have things packed up anymore. But we still haven't put shelves up in our garage. We still haven't like totally decorated the master bedroom. Pretty much the rest of the house is decorated, I suppose, with all our basic stuff. But there's other things that we want to do to our house that we just haven't had the chance to, like our garage door opener. Not installed yet. But anyways, so I have some like DIY projects and things like that I'll be doing. You may see some of them if it's like scrappy related, but you'll hear about them and see pictures of them. One of them is like a quilt rack I got from my grandmother's house when she passed earlier this year. I want to refinish it and put that in my house because I think that would be a beautiful piece to have. Plus it's extremely functional because we use blankets all the time in the winter. So that's pretty much my update. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thank you so much for being patient with me. Subscribe if you're not subscribed because I got lots of things coming out now. And I'm not sure if I'm going to change my schedule. So my schedule before was Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And I don't really have theme days. I used to have theme days, but I don't really have theme days anymore. But I think I may keep it Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I think 3 videos a week is doable when I'm focused. 3 videos a week is doable. I really would love the idea to do a video a day, like Vlogmas and things like that, but not really vlog, just like scrappy videos. But I did not pre-plan that, and December starts in like 2 days, so don't think that's gonna happen. But actually I know that's not gonna happen. Let's just put that in there. It's not gonna happen. But what's to say February I can't do a month of videos? I'm not sure. I think it'd be fun. We'll see. Let me know if you guys are interested in that, because if there is enough interest I will do it because I do like it. I just don't know if it's like putting all that work and effort in vain and nobody's super interested in having a video a day. Let me know if you are, because I totally would do it. I think it would be fun. So let me share with you everything that I've purchased, because I haven't done much shopping, and you guys, Black Friday, I didn't buy anything. Nothing. We bought one thing on Thanksgiving Day online, but it wasn't scrappy related. It was a gift. It's actually for Kaylin's birthday. But I didn't buy any scrapbooking supplies for Black Friday, not even one. But I have been purchasing little things here and there as I go to Hobby Lobby. I was buying some supplies for my Etsy shop for some things that I was making, and I purchased a couple things at Hobby Lobby that were on sale. Purchased a few things at Tuesday Morning because there's one less than a mile from Kaylin's school, so I wander in there every once in a while. And then, you know, things like that. And then I'm going to share all my used up items with you. It's a lot more like adhesives and things like that, but there are a few things in there that I've used up. So I'm going to share those with you. So hang on a second. Let me reset this camera and then we'll go from there. Okay, y'all, so here's the haul. First, as I mentioned, I need some 12 by 12 scrapbook albums, and I just go with black. It's just easier. However, I used to buy like the American Crafts ones and the Recollections ones, but my Michaels didn't really carry them anymore. So I found this one at Hobby Lobby. I think, well, it's just going to have to work. Because I already took everything off of it. But it's a 12 by 12 3-ring scrapbook album, acid free, blah, 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 12 by 12. And I just used my 40% off coupon. So it was like 20 bucks minus 40% off. So does that make it like 12 or $12.50, something like that? So I'm just going to go ahead and start purchasing probably like one every time I go to Hobby Lobby till I have enough. I think I need 5, so 4 more we go. So that's the first thing. And that works on one of those projects I told you guys about. Then I have this bin, and I've just been piling stuff up in here. These are from a lot of different places. So I'll try to tell you where they're from when I show you, but they're kind of from wherever. And I'm going to go ahead and open it as we go, because if it's not open, I won't use it. So let's just go for it. And I do, as I have mentioned before, I do lots and lots of different scrapbooking things. Some for myself, some for other people, some from Etsy shop, things like that. So all of these supplies are used for all of those things. Well, I got 2 of these Me and My Big Ideas sticker books, and they are definitely planner related. They were just in the sticker section at Hobby Lobby. They're $4.99 regular price, but they had all of their stickers 40% off. So this is the drinks one, and this is the travel one. But I thought it would be nice to use these. I don't necessarily decorate a planner all the time. I do sometimes, but not all the time. But I thought these would be really good for like Project Life, especially the coffee ones, because I've been drinking coffee like non-stop. So I just thought those were fun. And then this one is the travel one. As I mentioned in the beginning, we are doing a lot of traveling, so these are definitely going to come in handy. Plus you can use these for like cards and other things like that as well. So I got those 2. I picked up a few more stickers since they were on sale. Again, we've been doing a lot of traveling, and I've purchased very similar things to this before, but they were, since they were 40% off, they were originally $3 each. I went ahead and got them because we just went to my grandmother's house. I'd never taken Kaylin down there, and he keeps telling people that we went to the Gulf of Mexico, which we did because she lives up near the Pensacola area. But it's just funny, so I thought it'd be funny to, this Gulf of Mexico is actually a sticker as well. So I thought that would be nice to be able to use on a couple layouts. And then they just had these, which, how could you not buy the speech bubbles? They look fun. I thought that would be a good way to include some journaling on some pictures. And they were $2.50, $2.49, I should say. And they're called Thought Bubbles from Stickabilities, again from Hobby Lobby. Then a couple weeks ago, I don't necessarily buy very much from oh my word. What is the name of that place? Peachy Cheap. There we go. Wow. That took me forever to find that. So, I don't typically buy very much from Peachy Cheap, but I do look at the email every single day, and periodically I do. I'd say once every 3 months or so. Truly, it's not that frequently. And there's lots of times where I say I won't buy it, and then I wish I had later. So, I'm trying to think a little bit more about it when they have it, because you do get some pretty good deals. And what I got this time was the Bella Boulevard Holly Jolly Christmas set that they had. It's the 6x8 paper. They called them tabbies, but they're tabs, gift tags, and designer clips. So it's the papers. As you can see, they're double-sided, 6x8. Just like the colors. They have lots. They have your traditional Christmas colors as well as pink and teal. And that lime green, which is and navy, which are not always the most traditional. The red and the white and the green are more traditional. So got those. I got the tabs that go with it. I love tabs. This package is actually open, so I'm going to have to repackage it. It just came apart. Lots of tabs and then some arrows and things like that. The designer clips. And the gift tags. So I got those. Hobby Lobby, when I went in there looking for some Thanksgiving napkins for Kaylin's like fall feast at school, they had these fall paper crafts, fall puffy leaves, and they're puffy stickers for 90% off. So got them for like 30 cents. I went ahead and got 2 of them. Tuesday morning, I grabbed a couple things. Actually, I think the rest of this might be from Tuesday morning. Yes, I believe it is. Yes, the rest of this is from Tuesday morning. So they had these wood embellishments that are travel related. It says Explore, the Globe, Journey, and then a compass. And it was $1.50, but it was on clearance, and I can't remember what percentage was that was off. I got some enamel accents by Ranger. These are the pink gumball color. They were 99 cents. I like enamel dots, but I don't like paying for enamel dots, and I do like enamel accents, so I went ahead and bought those. This is a Project Life set. It is the Kimberly Church set, just my type. It was $5, but basically it's got some really beautiful colors, and then I like some of the little embellishments that they have. I don't need a single Project Life card ever again, probably. I would still probably have plenty to work with, but I just like the colors, and I thought, you know what, why not? I always grab these when I see them in a different color. They're the Love and Lemon Craft Company. They're just called the Main Squeeze stickers. There's 6 sheets of them. They're all exactly the same. Yes, they're all exactly the same. But it's banners, hearts, circles, stars, triangles. That's it. And they're $1.50, and they're just a really good staple to have. As an addition, you know, just for scrapbook pages. And then I got this one, which is the Pebbles Mary Mary card making pad. I really thought I was going to make all my Christmas cards this year. I have a good portion of Christmas cards made that I just kind of make periodically. But then I was given some Christmas cards, so now I have plenty of Christmas cards to give out, but I'm still probably going to use this either as embellishments, or they're already scored cards. So my original idea was to take these out, embellish them slightly, and then have Christmas cards ready. So I may go ahead and do that for next year and just be ahead of the game. Wouldn't that be nice to already have all your Christmas cards made and even a list going from your current year, so so you're kind of ready to go. It was $3 for 24 designs, and I already have all the envelopes that, you know, fit that. So there's that. And then the last 2 things I got was a My Mind's Eye sticker sheet and a Chamel Glitter Girl sticker sheet. So I don't have any of the Chamel stickers that I can think of at this exact moment. These were $1.99. I like the fact that they're not glossy stickers. I don't know that I knew that, but they were cute. I thought, why not? You can always use more stickers. And then, one of Kaylin's little friends is having a birthday party, and she's doing it unicorn themed, so that would be really cute. There's 2 different unicorns. That'd be cute to go ahead and make her a birthday card with that. And then there's this one, which is My Mind's Eye Bliss. It's just kind of like wedding themed, love themed. I just thought it was pretty. I really like the colors of it. So those are all of the things that I have purchased. Let me share with you the things that I have used up. Still using the same old Webster's Pages box that I put used up items on. And then this is just my collection, and this is quite a lot for me. As you can see, it's a lot of like supply things, not necessarily embellishments, but still, this is quite a lot. So you can tell I have been working. I haven't just been sitting around doing nothing in my scrap room. I have been working. It's just a lot of these things have been used on other projects, or on those 8 layouts that I had made that I told you about, or on cards and things like that, and sewing. So let me share with you what I've got. I've got 2 spools of ribbon that I used up, 1 spool of thread that I've used up. One of those household projects that I was talking about doing is hemming our curtains. You know how long I've been needing to hem our curtains? We've been in our house a year, and I'm finally getting around to hemming our curtains. So that's a big deal. I had these are some gold seals that I had used for some envelopes. I used up all my Simple Stories. I couldn't think of the name of it. Simple Stories handmade holiday 3x4 cards that I had. I used up 2 containers of sequins. That's amazing. I used up 2 containers of sequins. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 glue runner and 1 red line sticky tape. I have this was a red line sticky tape. Hold on, 3 things of red line sticky tape. They were just smaller. A ton of double-sided sticky tape. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 spools or 10 things of double-sided sticky tape. I use a lot of that for like my Etsy shop. I used up these Fancy Pants Happy Place tags. I killed this gel pen. It just doesn't work anymore, so I put that in here. And then I had some Making Memories charmed plaques. They were Christmas trees, and I used those up as well. So that is quite a bit of supplies. I'm kind of impressed with myself, if I have to say so. But as you can see, I have been crafting, just not on YouTube. But I do have things recorded so that I'm going to be sharing with you. So it's not like I've totally been gone, but I just haven't had time to post. So I hope you guys have enjoyed looking at what I purchased and what I have used up. Oh, and one last used up thing that I totally forgot about, so I was putting my little box back, is this American Crafts Sun Drifter paper pad. This is a 12x12 paper pad, and I used all the papers for making traveler's notebooks. So they're in those traveler's notebooks, and then used for other things as well, but primarily I used them in my traveler's notebooks. So I used this entire paper pad, and that is huge for me. I don't think I've ever used a full paper pad, so I used that as well. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions whatsoever, and I will be happy to answer them for you. And just thank you again. I'll see you later. Bye.